Welcome back to another 2.5 stars. I'm joined by
Jason
and Kelly, or not Kelly,
Eric. You know that you're half dwarf, right?
I think
What if I'm
Eric,
the Brad Pitt of dwarf kind?
Kelly, his wife, fucked it a lot.
What's up, guys? It's Steve. I had hair when I was younger.
Like, watch this, guys. I'm gonna totally make them do it. Oh!
What's up, guys? It's Steve with Hab Gaming, and welcome back to another 2.5 stars.
There you
It's
go.
too fucking hot. I'm joined by,
Eric.
Kelly.
and Rick.
and this week we watched 65. Everybody did watch 65, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Fuck you, Eric. I know you watched it. Written and directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods.
I want to watch it myself.
Kelly's like, wait, you didn't fucking watch it, you son of a bitch.
I'm not gonna lie, Kelly didn't see much of it.
That's all
Unless
right.
she was watching it on her phone along with it, she didn't see much.
Kelly, I'm going
I
to
think
tell
I was
you,
making
there
the
wasn't,
grocery list.
there wasn't a
Oh.
whole lot to watch with it anyways. Starring Adam Driver, Ariana Greenblatt, and Chloe Coleman. IMDb synopsis: an astronaut crash lands on a mysterious planet only to discover he's not alone. So what do you guys think?
So, they seem like they kind of made up some fake dinosaurs.
Yep.
Is that
Oh yeah.
okay? That
Mhm.
because like
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
DiCaprio Sucus or like kind of crocodile dinosaur. I thought maybe that's what the ones that were hunting in the pack. And
Yeah,
then I'm like, then there was the marking paint that somebody was going to do in their forestry thing that was right on the side, and I seen it right away.
I saw that
Is
too
that
right away, and I'm like, what
same
the
color?
fuck? I had to go
It's the
back,
same-
and I was like, did they really do this and not fucking like CG it out if that was the case, or just use a
Yeah,
different?
No, it's
No.
it's
thing?
it's actually in the movie. It says
Yeah, I know. It
that
was in
they
the
had a
trailer.
scene where he was marking where to go or whatever.
Yeah,
Meanwhile, I'm like, okay, there's no way that I don't know. I think that they could have. This should have been a great movie.
it should have been.
It's got Adam Driver. He does a good job acting and as an
fucking
action
Ben
guy.
Solo up in there, and he's
Yeah,
this is before he got his lightsaber, so
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
He's
just
like
I don't
still
know.
bringing it to work, and he's like, "Do you see
Yeah.
fucking Ben,
See,
fucking Kylo
Kylo's,
Ren?
his lightsaber's pretty cool, right?
I heard
I
he's
don't know, it looks like it's
fucking
gonna blow up
shredded
or
under that. I heard he's so shredded."
Oh man.
Yeah. So anyhow, sorry.
What disappointed me really was that they completely spoiled this fucking the premise of this movie in the trailer. Like I'd never even heard of this thing. They really should have just called it 65 and then nothing, and then not shown anything. It should have just been like a flash of a tree or some shit, or the spaceship or some crap. Show the spaceship, that would have been fine. Don't show any of the dinosaurs, and everybody's surprised when he crashes on the fucking planet, and then do that dark scene and stuff like that. He's walking through the woods, and then a fucking T-Rex or something shows up. That would have been
Hell
cool.
yeah,
But
dude.
they spoiled the dinosaurs super quick. Plus, in the fucking poster it says 65 million years ago, and I'm like, okay, it's fucking dinosaurs. So you fucking assholes.
exactly.
Plus, they used the fake dinosaurs from Jurassic Park instead of like trying to make some kind of like feathered dinos or anything like that. And they mentioned it. Oh man, we got pizza, so I mean we're still doing pretty good. But that looks
I
really
have
fucking
ribs.
good. Yeah.
Do you know what this is? Potato salad on the ribs.
Oh,
I'm going to tell you
fuck
right
off.
now. This adds a whole new dimension of flavor. All I'm thinking about is that guy fucking shooting dinosaurs, and I'm like, this is a fucking raptor.
Do you imagine fucking
Rib or
Adam
something.
Driver killing some fucking raptors and then eating their ribs? That'd probably be pretty fucking good, right?
Honestly, I would imagine it'd probably
I'd
be
let
pretty
him
similar to
kiss
that
my neck
alligator.
for this.
Did you say you think it'd be similar to alligator?
Yeah, I think it'd be probably pretty similar to alligator.
It might be. I don't know.
I would let him kiss my neck for shit like this.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it, Eric.
He's a handsome man. What are you gonna do?
Oh man.
I mean, if it weren't, for the Dumbo ears,
Oh man.
I don't even notice him.
you just zero in on those lips, don't you? There, you just like, fuck yeah.
No, he's
So
got the
kissable.
same forehead I do, and I'm like,
You
I'm
guys-
a relative. Or
You guys are
something.
gonna fucking conehead it and rub foreheads.
Could you imagine the
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
kids that we could have? If they could get his height and my giant head, we could bring back Neanderthals.
Who is going
Shit.
to birth the child?
Science?
Oh,
I don't
man.
know.
Science. Just gonna test tube this thing.
I fuck around. All right.
It's like, sorry, Kelly. I think you're gonna
I'll
have to
go
be
to
the surrogate
China.
on
I
this one
guarantee
there.
you, there's somebody in China that'll do it. 100%. They can make their
100%.
super soldiers out of me. Well, now that would fucking piss everybody off. Could you imagine that? A bunch of giant-headed Adam drivers just like hammering across.
Seems like one of those fucking like, you know, YouTube horror fucking animated skits there, you know.
Yeah, dude.
That would've been
Time out real
awesome.
quick.
Go
Steve, the poster is still Tremors. I tried to text message you
Oh,
and it's not
fuck.
coming through. So I thought you'd want to change it sooner rather than later.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I have no other way to message you, I don't think.
No,
So
you're good. Oh, do you know why? Because I have everything off. Because half the time I don't have everything off, and then it rings.
That's
Thank
true.
you. for-
So yeah, this movie seemed really short to me. Like it didn't seem like it was one that dragged out. I don't know.
Wasn't it
Maybe
like
just-
an hour? Was it like an hour and a half? Right. Let's see.
Hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, both fucking Eric and Kelly were
Maybe
just,
they
you
couldn't
know,
drag
just-
it out because it
were
was already
just, you
like
know, yeah, but you know, I'm pretty sure they were both
dragged
just
out,
fixated on, you know,
an hour
fucking
and a
Adam
half.
Driver's, you know, gorgeous face and forehead, you know, they're both like, God damn.
Yeah, it's like an hour and a half. It's a 92-minute movie, so that's weird
Yeah.
nowadays.
right,
Yeah.
especially for a movie like this.
Like, I don't know, like they need to realize that, you know, this new generation of people don't have attention spans anymore. And so they just need to like just like release movies, sure, but they need to like release them in like 60 parts. Where
That's
you have
called
like
that's called most television.
where you
nowadays,
have
Ricky.
like 1 or 2 minute like installments, and you just release each installment like once a week there, and those are your movies now, and each one's just considered a movie now, you know.
Yeah, it's called television. Do you not watch anything that's on like Disney or Netflix or anything like that? They have series now that are basically just long ass fucking movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just used to those 25, 24-minute shows that are animated.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly. No, they're not anime. Okay, they're documentaries.
She said animated.
Oh,
Ew, I
okay.
wouldn't say anime.
Okay, I'm just saying. Like,
Ricky's
what was
like, listen, the second the giant squid arms show up, I'm all done. I don't know how long that takes.
it? Exactly. You know, it's just certain things just do it for you. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I
what
ain't
you're
about
talking
to,
about.
you know, yuck anyone's yum. You know, so I don't want no one yucking mine.
Right.
you
This
know?
movie needed a giant robot. Like he needed a mech suit to fight a fucking T-Rex. That would have been really
So
cool.
Oh
fucking
my god.
Avatar
that would've been
meets
That
rad as
would've
fuck,
been
dude.
Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I want the Avatar fucking mech suit that what's the guy's name fucking uses. Maybe that guy in here too. Maybe he's another survivor. And those two fucking team up, have two mech suits, and they fucking fight those T-Rexes at the end. That'd been cool as shit. Those
I want to
fucking
see the bad guy from Avatar and this guy. That would be the best fucking movie
yeah,
ever.
what was his name? It was like, isn't it Steven something?
I don't care. It's super fucking hard ass older guy.
Yeah,
He's rad.
Avatar.
Man.
So
They, I'm gonna spoil a little bit, but they get him kinda in the next movie.
What?
Yeah.
That's
so
dumb. couldn't
anyways
get
though,
that.
so the whole premise of this movie there,
Stephen Lang.
like I couldn't
He
just
spells his name wrong. though.
just like help it think. But, like, okay, so like in Planet of the Apes, like one spaceship went off and they went in the future and they got to the Planet of the Apes, and this one here's just another one of those spaceships that went off, but instead of going to the future, this guy went the opposite way around the Earth and he went into the past.
I think he's from another planet, like a whole nother galaxy.
Yeah.
He was picking
They're
up
doing it-
people.
they're
So
doing
from
it
yeah,
Star
so yeah,
Trek.
okay. This brings me back to my earlier fucking point. So this is fucking Kylo Ren fucking pulling a goddamn
I'll
fucking.
give that to you. I mean, I'll give that to you.
I'm pulling a goddamn fucking Luke Skywalker. Like fuck this shit. I'm gonna abandon everything and everyone and let the fucking galaxy fucking go to fucking hell. And I'm gonna go fucking to a planet far, far away. And he fucking goes to fucking Earth. And he goes through some fucking wormhole that brings him to the past. And he's like, holy fucking shit. And then he populates the fucking Earth, you know, because he's, you know, Adam Driver, and he can just splooge in the primordial goo, and he can repopulate that way because, you know, he's fucking badass like that, you know. and he created humans, and then humans went to a galaxy far, far away in the past. Again, and Star Wars happened. Because fuck time. It doesn't need to be fucking fucking conical or whatever. That's called. Time can be fucking time. Fucking time's an enigma. Mix and match that fucking shit all up, dude. It doesn't fucking matter, dude.
I agree.
Dinosaurs are the future, not the past.
True.
So what if some of these dinosaurs found the tech and then they fucking went below Antarctica or wherever the Antarctica would be on Pangea?
Exactly, and
then
they fucking teamed up with the fucking Nazis to create the underground fucking
I was thinking
bunkers.
more like the Marvel thing where there's like some caveman guys down there too. And then there's just like dinosaurs
I
and
forgot about
cavemen
the caveman
underneath
dudes.
the surface of Antarctica. Yeah.
That's cool.
You just revealed the origin of Eric and his family. Steven, I don't think he's happy about
They
that.
came from Antarctica.
Yeah, he's one of the cavemen
how
that
did you guys
escaped and
find
got out.
What?
It's like, fuck you guys. And I'm not going
We
to show you
didn't
the
do that.
dinosaurs. The fucking dinosaur in my secret basement I was going to show you guys. But now you ruined that. Not going to show it to you no more.
Oh man.
Hey, Steve,
So-
what level do I need to be to do? What's a 24 tier 24? What is that in Diablo for a level?
Are you in tier 4 level?
Yeah.
So it's 54 plus 24, so that's 78.
I wonder if I can do a 78. We're gonna
What
give it
level
a
are you?
try.
What level are you?
64.
Yeah, you're fine. You might be.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I can't do math like that. Oh God.
So
damn.
do you
Well,
think these people came back after, like, at some point, and maybe that's where humanity came from, where they watched the humans, or maybe they, like, after all the
No.
dinosaurs were wiped out, they like fucking force evolutioned some fucking what are they called? Mammals. Jesus Christ, I forgot what mammals are called.
What if there's not really that many different kinds of fucking like
Creatures
life
in the
that
world
can even
in the
exist?
galaxy.
Like it just can't configure itself in that many workable directions.
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, did people turn out to be the hot ass green Andorans? No, but still pretty good. You know?
Well, why couldn't they still be that? Because those are basically just green humans. They have a little bit difference because they've got the pheromone thing. Oh no, you're thinking of the not the Andorians, because the Andorians are the blue people with antenna.
Oh, you're right. I don't know what they are. I'm just
Orions.
guessing the name.
Orions.
Oh,
You're
that's
thinking
what
of-
it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're thinking of the Orions because they've got the pheromones that they can make people do whatever the fuck they want. So.
Yeah,
and
there
they
was
had,
that
like-
one lady from I think she was on Drew Carey that was on the Star Trek. It's not Enterprise, it's the other there was the mushroom ship. Oh fuck, the Butcher? Of course you're level 78.
Discovery.
Yeah.
Is there an Orion on that? There is
Yeah,
there is
a lady.
Orions
There's a
later
lady
on.
when they go to the future.
Yeah, when they go to the
There's
future,
a
there's Orions
lady-
later.
There's a super hard ass lady in like the third or fourth, I don't know, whatever season when they come back and there's no more fucking good drives.
Yeah, the warp drives don't work anymore
Yeah.
because there's no fucking dilithium anymore.
Yeah.
Man, it's been a while since I've watched that.
It wasn't a good season. I didn't care for it very much. I was like, this sucks. Why are you guys doing this to my precious fucking series?
Oh,
You
man. Do
know?
you remember when The Rock was on Voyager? Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, he was.
He
was on the
was?
Voyage. He was on Voyager. Yeah, he was a wrestler. They captured like Chakotay and I think Paris and Harry, and then they like had to fight. Maybe they captured Taurus also, but they had to like fight in this arena thing on some fucking space station, and The Rock was like the champion of the thing, and he was like Tiny Rock. He was like Rock when he was in WWF.
He's still a massive man, though.
He was, but like, you know, compared to what he is
Yeah.
now, he's like a tiny dude. Like he like I think, you know, we've said the thing before. The Rock's the only guy who can make The Rock look small. So
Yeah, no shit.
but yeah, I don't
He's
know.
a big fucking dude.
I don't know why that reminded me of that, but yeah. So I mean, shit. In this thing, I was looking. I was reading something. Apparently, the Klingons get warp drives in 960. So what is that? That's fucking Vikings and shit running around, right?
Yeah.
Doing their shit. So like, I wonder if any Klingons ended up on Earth at that time and just like went, "What the fuck is wrong with humans?" When all these Vikings start coming at them all fucked
They're
up
like,
on
these
fucking
fucking
mushrooms
guys
and
are
shit.
so rad.
That's where they base their
Man.
culture on.
Yeah, they're like, they're all peaceful, and they see the Vikings and they're like, dude, that looks fucking awesome.
Yeah.
We could be doing that instead of this stupid bullshit we're doing. And the Vulcans are like, oh, they almost made it. Damn it. Fucking Vulcans. I always thought it was funny how nobody seemed to notice that Vulcans are just space elves.
And then
Well, I mean, nobody fucking
Romulans
says
are
that.
Romulans are dark elves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know Romulans fuck though, right?
Yeah, of course they fuck. They
Yeah,
don't
I mean,
have
it's gotta
Ponfar,
be
man. They
like-
just bang all the time.
Yeah, they're just like, mm-hmm. Just get after it.
That's the one thing. That's why Spock went over there to go try to make peace with the Romulans. He's like, we got to figure out how to fuck like that. 'Cause this is fucking
That's
bullshit.
the only
We only
thing
get to
he
do
wanted.
it.
He's just like,
Yeah.
no, I just want to fuck, guys. Come on.
He's like, we only get to do it every 7 years. This is bullshit. And if we don't do it, we die. It's real fucked.
That is pretty fucked.
Yeah. Seems fucked. Fucking stupid ass. So this movie should have been like fucking amazing, and it was
Yeah.
not, which
Yeah.
is pretty fucking
It
like
it was really cool to see Adam Driver fucking get to run around with a gun and like use some
Yeah.
military shit, you know. But all
he
he
needs
just gets
to
this.
be rolling, dude.
He would do really good as Roland. I would give
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
He would be a great Roland, and
Yeah.
they're never gonna do it because they're stupid.
Yeah, because they would say
They
he's
don't
too
know what
old or
the
some
fuck they're
bullshit,
doing.
and it's like, fuck off, man. Roland's supposed to be the
in all
guy.
honesty, he's too young. Maybe he's too pretty. I don't know.
Nah, fuck it. Fuck him up like Stephen King stuff does, anyways.
I'll punch him in the face sometime. It'll take me too long. We'll get Robert to punch him in the face. We can toughen him up. He already looks tough as shit. I'm just joking around, but I don't want him to show up at my house because he might actually be Kylo Ren.
He's actually got a lightsaber. He's like, you know what? I
Yeah,
actually
dude.
stole this thing, and it's real.
Yeah, he's like, you know, this shit's real, right?
Oh man.
I'd be like,
Um,
oh fuck.
Yeah, he would be fucking good. Hopefully, in a couple of years, somebody gets a hold of that license and actually does a good job instead of what they did. Because I think I watched half of that movie and I couldn't finish it. So, like, they need a series is what we need. We don't need a fucking movie because they're not. I think having a series of movies might not work, but I think a TV series, I think they could do it good. Do it
Yeah.
well. Yeah, do it well. There it is. I nailed it. But yeah,
Fucking Butcher got me.
nice.
I fought his level
Um,
78 ass for that whole time. I went into the dungeon and then he immediately is like, fresh meat. I'm like, oh, come on, really?
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Um,
Anyways,
Yeah,
So-
they didn't do great. The fucking, I don't know. The little kid, like having to babysit the little kid is kind of dumb to me. I'm like, fuck that.
the lying to the little girl immediately,
Not great.
that's where the movie went bad.
Mm-hmm.
There was no
Well, actually,
logical
before that, when his
benefit.
daughter died, but yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah.
Like the second, like you watching all, like the little girl starts watching the things, I'm like, you motherfuckers really killed the kid off in the very beginning. You pieces of shit. Fuck
Mhm.
you.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
I don't know where they get all these ideas that people want that. Like,
No.
people like Game of Thrones because of freaky shit, like Jamie and Cersei banging each other.
Freaky
Right?
shit.
Yeah,
I love
well,
that
I mean,
sibling love.
That's
Mhm.
what it is. They like it. I mean, you guys got to admit, it definitely was interesting. It was not interesting. You don't look at that and be like, I don't want to see this show. Now listen, it does depend on who they have the brother and sister be. If it's fucking The McPoyles, no, you don't want to see that shit, dude. You're like, hell no. I don't know what the
Oh,
fuck's
man.
going on here. Now, it is funny in a comedy, though,
Yeah.
and that's why it works. Anyways, what was
You
I
know, we
saying?
didn't have
Now
Adam
now I'm just
Driver
thinking
riding a
about
fucking
McPoyles.
dinosaur too. That would have been really cool. Like he fucking
Oh.
like tames a fucking giant dinosaur with some kind of shit they've got.
Yeah, just grab a
I
I wanted to
vegetarian
see
one.
him
and be like,
win.
You want
It
to
was
see
too
him win?
realistic. I wanted to just see him win. Like, goddamn, the whole thing was like if it was an okay. Sometimes you want to see a guy win in a tough spot. What you don't want to see is all the comedy of errors that would happen if it was you there. Like the tunnel shit. First of all, you don't go in the fucking tunnel. That's dumb. You get the girl to go partly in, and then you sit there and shoot that fucking T-Rex thing in the fucking till you kill him. Secondly, how do you not have more bullets?
Also, how do you not have a light on your gun too? Like you have a light on your shoulder, put a light on your gun also. You know? Fucking then you're not like in there in the dark having to use your weird projection thing to see. See the
Secondly,
thing.
he fucked up my nightmare that I have to such a degree that I'm like, are you kidding me? So I have this nightmare where I'm the pilot of a ship and it's got a whole bunch of fucking pods on board that have people in it. And I wake up, similar situation, we're off course, we're going to crash into, generally it's the moon. Okay? And every time, and we have a couple of escape craft. And I sit there for like a second and I go, well, I can just say fuck all these people and then get on the spacecraft and go away. And I'm like, I'll never be able to live with myself with that one. So then I drag all their fucking things two at a time, and they're really heavy, even though it's space. I stack them in the fucking escape vehicle and I tie them all together. And I look back and I'm like, I think I might have time. Then I realize I can't quite get the fucking door shut, and that kills me every damn time. And I never remember until I'm right at the point and I'm like, I've got this motherfucker because I can get them all in there. And then the other one, I've got a spot where I can climb up and jam myself in the top. Nope. I need to turn them the other direction. And then
You got to
this is
Tetris
what
this
happens.
shit, man.
I get in the fucking spaceship. I mean, dude, it's like this much. Like literally this fucking much. That's all it's short by. It's like,
Yeah.
oh no. Anyways, so then I get the fucking shits turned around and I run up there to see if I have time, and I just have to hit launch. And then I watch, sometimes I'll try and jump out the side before we hit the moon to see if I can hit it at some angle that's not just going to immediately kill me. And a couple of times it's broken my legs, but I'm in a spacesuit on the moon, so it's not a good spot. So yeah, I've never taken the easy way out, which is
Yeah.
surprising for me. I'm like, what the fuck? I probably wouldn't
how-
do that in real life.
How does this ship not have another escape pod? Like, how is there only one escape pod on this whole fucking thing? And
Bad
it's on
writing?
the aft section of it.
They
Like,
got me.
you have however many people. Like, that's like the fucking shit now with, or back in the day with fucking escape craft on the side of a like cruise ships and stuff like that. They
Yeah.
fucking didn't put enough on there because they didn't think it looked good. They're like, no, that's like the Titanic. They didn't put enough on there because they're like, well, it doesn't look very good, so we don't want to have that many on there. So now they're supposed to have enough for like extra on the ship. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if what they have
I think
would
most
actually
cruise
fit it.
ships are supposed to be able to have enough escape pods for like 70% of everyone on board.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let's look.
You guys didn't notice the brand name on the side of the ship? It said Ocean Gate.
God damn it! It would have crushed instantly.
That T-Rex would have ripped through that thing like fucking tinfoil.
Yeah. How convenient was it that the T-Rex flipped the ship over for them?
Well, I knew
Like,
that was going to happen.
perfectly. I was like, at least have him lure the Rex over to try to do it, but no, it just does it on its own. Just flips it for him. He's like, it's cool, dude. I'll get. I got
I'm
you.
gonna kill you. You need help, buddy? I'll flip it. Shoot me in the eye some more. That was cool when that one that he shot in the eye came back.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's rad. They're having a beef. That's fucking cool.
Beef, what's for dinner?
Yeah. I don't know. I like that kind of shit. I like it when I don't know, like I said, the guy, was sympathetic, but for the wrong reasons. Like, you don't want to see a guy lose his daughter. That's no fun.
Yeah.
Especially to some damn disease. The disease that he like, I mean, talk about us like that's what happens to lots of people. Like, I need the money to get my kid treated, right? And then you realize you didn't need to go and get yourself in the I'm gonna die situation at all because your daughter was gonna die anyways. So now you've left your wife with no husband and no daughter for no reason. You just fucked yourself.
This
That's
is
a
what
tough
happened to Flint Marco in Spider-Man. You know, that's why he started robbing banks and shit like that because his daughter was dying.
Yeah.
You need money for it. So you get Sandman if you fucking.
Same with Mr. Freeze, except it was his wife.
Yeah, it was his wife. It's like, come on, guys.
The part
Didn't we
that
learn
always
anything from
got me
comics?
is Batman didn't say, "Hey, I know a really rich guy." Instead of doing all
Yeah.
this bank robbing, why don't I just help you get enough money to do it?
Yeah.
Can you just apologize and then,
Yeah, but Batman's a dick.
Batman
was what
loves
was-
to beat the shit out of people.
That was what was cool about Spider-Man, especially later on when he actually had money. Like the guys he started fighting, if there was something like that, like Flint Marco thing or fucking Mr. Freeze, he would try to help them. Like he would give them a job or get them something, like if they needed medical or some shit like that, or like fucking, Doc Connors. Dude's like fucking metamorphs himself into a fucking lizard. So he does everything he can to try to change the fucker back. He even does the same shit with Norman Osborn, but Norman Osborn's so fucking insane it doesn't matter. If you change him back into Norman Osborn, he's still a fucking insane fuck. So it doesn't change it.
Hey,
You know,
don't
and
you
then he
be
becomes
talking
the governor
shit about my
of-
favorite superhero.
Then he becomes the governor of California.
It's true. You did.
Oh man, if he starts riding around on a glider, I would not fucking be surprised. All right, I'm just saying.
I wouldn't either. He's just like,
I'm looking for Spider-Man.
yeah.
It'd be pretty cool if you could trick him into saying something like that.
Hannah, something. Could you please read this, sir?
I'm just saying, like, that'd be pretty fucking sweet to be able to trick the fucking guy into saying something like
You
that.
know what the Republicans really hate, Gavin? When you start talking about how much you hate Spider-Man. They fucking hate that shit. You'll
Oh,
show them,
man.
dude.
And we need to find somebody
Fuck.
who looks like J. Jonah Jameson so we can start yelling about that. I mean, we already have it. It's fucking, what's his name's playing him in the movie, but J.K. Simmons. Yeah. But,
I
If there's
want
a
to see a
public
rated
feature-
R Spider-Man where they talk like they really would, where J.K. Simmons is like, fuck you, Spider-Man.
yeah. Oh, man. God damn
Fucking
it.
Spider-Man, he's a dick.
Spider-Man stole all my cocaine.
It's the wrong place. Oh. Yeah, so, well, let me think. I really liked how they used real places. I'm like 90. I don't know if pine trees had even evolved yet. That'd be kind
I
of
believe they
interesting to
did.
find out.
I don't believe they did.
No, you think there was
Yeah.
just like
Hey, Eric,
giant-
what'd you find on it?
What?
Tell them what you found on the pine tree.
Oh, I already did the marking. The
Oh.
paint. Yeah, I was already talked about. Did you?
She must have zoned out.
Yeah.
I didn't
She's like-
hear it.
She was looking at a really good deal on Etsy or something, and she's just like, "What? You
Huh?
did not?" Anyway, so yeah, I mean the marking. I really liked a lot of the movie. I feel like if the girl either would not have been in the movie or was either younger or I think you know what it was? I think the language thing fucked it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they should have been able to talk.
Because it was hard to get, like, you need them talking to gain any kind of like these guys are not pieces of shit.
Yeah.
And when he lied to her about the family, I was like, oh no, that she just either misunderstood or he purposefully lied to her. Oh man. Like, that's a shitty move. You don't tell a kid, yeah, your parents are fine. They're at this thing. That's fucked.
Yeah. So
Like-
pine trees 153 million years ago.
Oh, there we go.
Mm.
That's rad.
Mhm.
Pine trees were fuck. There's probably not even pine beetles back then.
Oh,
Fucking
wow.
A. You know? It's so
Wouldn't they have
fucking
had?
scary.
Wouldn't they
Like,
have had
I
a hard?
really,
Wouldn't they have
Go
had a
ahead.
hard time breathing though? Like, wasn't there like way more oxygen? Wouldn't that have made them lightheaded
There
or
was
some
way more
shit?
oxygen and
No.
way more CO2.
you know what it would do? It'd make them recover really fast because they put athletes in those pure oxygen tanks.
Yeah, yeah, those
Yeah.
things. But like, too much
like- it's
oxygen
like-
isn't a good thing though. Like, you're
It
gonna
wasn't that much
over-oxygenate.
more. I don't think, anyways. Plus, we don't know what kind of baseline they're at.
That's true. They are
I mean, they're in a
aliens.
fucking
so-
ship. Like,
Well, see, the
do they
increase in
pack- do they
oxygen back
put the-
there was the whole fucking reason why there were giant fucking bugs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep, because they could get enough oxygen in there with their
Just to support
exoskeletons.
that kind of fucking size.
Yeah. That was one of those things where I'm like, man, thank God everybody was burning shit all the way back this whole time. We got all the CO2 to keep the bugs from being big.
Okay, so it wasn't that
It's
much
true.
more. It's average. It looks like it averaged about 30%. Where today it's about 21%. So
Yeah,
it wasn't that much.
it wasn't like 100 or anything. It was just, a little
Well,
bit
my thought
more.
is
Like I
I
said,
mean, like,
they just feel really good.
I mean, like,
yeah, that's why they pump it into casinos.
you know, like, what if, like,
you high.
like you were doing an experiment and take like a fucking, a centipede, just breed them in like a super oxygen-rich environment, and then just see like if you can breed just super giant fucking bugs again.
Oh, you probably could. You know what? Right now, in some place, there's probably some scientists who are like, "Hey, we need to breed all these bugs to make sure we can stop them if they show up." And then Bill
True.
Gates showed up and was like, "Hey, I've got some mosquitoes with malaria. Do you want to mix this into the mix?" And the scientists
like,
are like, "Hell yeah, dude!"
Fuck yeah.
So Ricky, you are correct. 75% of a cruise ship for lifeboats,
Okay.
but the other 25% they have life rafts for those.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
Okay.
you get those crazy ones from fucking Captain Phillips
Yeah, the ones that are
for
really, like
75% of the 75% of the ship, and then 25% get stuck on a inflatable raft.
I see. You know what? If I were on one of those and I saw the captain of that ship on one of the good ones, I'd kick his fucking ass out. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get on the raft. Get on the raft now. Go on, get.
I
Captain
can't wait
still go
for
down with the
Ricky
ship?
to be,
No.
dude. The guy's gonna look at Ricky and be like, "You're now. I'm stepping down. You're now acting captain." And Ricky's
He's gonna
like,
look him in the eyes and go, "You're the
"Fuck."
captain now."
Yeah.
It's like, look at me. Look at me. You're the captain now.
Ricky's like,
Fuck
"You
that
piece
backfire."
of shit." Yeah. Damn, I should have said to shut the fuck up. Ricky, before you ever got a chance, there'd definitely be some lady who's like, "I want to see the fucking manager. I want to know what the hell the captain's doing." And the captain's like, "You're the captain now. You're
It's
Captain
true.
Karen." What? All right, I'll turn this fucking shit around. No, you're sinking with the ship. There's nothing anybody can do. See ya.
That's what's gonna happen.
The guy's like, "Where's your husband at? I'll make sure he gets on one of the life rafts."
Seriously.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I wish they could have talked because like a bunch of the movie was really good. It was just the I didn't give it. Did you guys give a shit about it, the characters?
Not really.
Like the
no.
girl, I was like, I could take her leave because she seemed like okay when she was laying there foaming. Did you guys think, oh my god, she ate some of those fucking berries?
Yep, thought she ate the berries.
Yeah. I'm like, that dumbass motherfucker ate some of the damn berries, and now
I didn't
this
think
guy
it was
gets
gonna
to
be a
deal
gross
with-
fucking bug, fucking burrowing.
Yeah.
Or
It was like
fucking, I was like,
paralyzing her too.
oh, yeah. I was like, that's fucking gross. It's so nasty.
God,
Hated
damn.
that.
I did not. I didn't care for that either. I was like, this is fucking gnarly.
I don't
Who's the
think any of
asshole who
us
came
need
up
to
with
see
this? This is
that.
the same guy who did that fucking earworm in Star Trek, which is gross in that one too.
Yeah.
It's fucked.
It's,
Fuck that. So yeah, let's see. And then like I said, I thought the ships were cool and all that.
yeah.
Every time I see some of that shit, I'm like, there's no fucking way that any of this Starship shit's gonna work with ships that look like that. They can't look like a fucking, something that you'd fly in. They got to look like a fucking tank.
Yeah, they got to be fucking thick. Otherwise,
Yeah,
they're just gonna
basically,
get fucking. The only way they're going to be able to do the only way they're going to look like that is if they have developed some kind of shielding, and then it's probably still not a great idea to do that because shields aren't. I mean, if they're energy, they're not going to last
No,
forever,
shields
right?
fucking fail. Fucking shit like that fails. You need to have fucking thick ass fucking hulls there to just
Yeah.
Well, you develop something like the deflector shield on a fucking in Star Trek, which those things I think are basically like they're super hard to fucking make fail because I don't think those deflector shields fail in normal activity unless somebody shoots the fuck out of the ship.
No, but I think the deflectors are mainly just to fucking keep them from fucking running into debris.
Yeah, it's for debris. That's what I'm talking about by making the ship look all like, fancy looking. If you've got a deflector shield that's not going to, or that's got a super, super low fail rate, then eventually that's what you're going to have. You're going to have ships that look fancy.
I always thought the ticket is to have like a ship that looks like a fucking submarine, but literally has like 50 fucking feet of
made out of carbon fiber
of lead on the outside.
Yeah.
Like you got like steel on the inside, and then you got 50 feet of lead, which would keep you away from radiation. I would think maybe even more, 100 feet. I don't know. Really fucking big.
I mean, if you make it in space, then you've got you're that's all, you still need a certain, however powerful engine you need to push that mass, but make it in space, you're not worried about trying to get it off of a planet. So
no,
yeah, dude, you could have a fusion reaction too, like a fusion rocket, which they've made before. You could use that instead of the shitty other ones. I mean, until
the
somebody
chemical engines we have now.
If you end up with a warp drive, one of the things that's weird about it is it would I think it would actually bend debris around you as a side effect of warping.
Well, it would because it's creating a pocket.
It bubbles everything around you.
Yeah, because it's creating a pocket and you're riding inside like pretty much like a space-time wave that's generating because of this little pocket. And it's just it's folding time in front of you and bowing it up behind you to push you along and push you over that fucking fold. So that way like you don't have to break the speed of light, like, because you can't travel faster than the fucking speed of light. Like, that's like the ultimate speed limit. You can't do it. So they're not going faster than the speed of light. They're just shortening the distance between them and their destination by folding space-time in front of them and bowing that shit up behind them and pretty much riding a fucking wave like a surfboard and just riding a wave but over a fold in space-time.
Yeah. And you could theoretically kind of go as fast as you want, which is fucking pretty rad.
Yeah. Well, actually, there was this was a while ago. I saw this there. There was an experiment being done, and they had like this huge ass like, just kind of like donut shaped device there, and it just was creating just monstrous amounts of fucking electromagnetic fucking energy and just concentrating into this very small pinpoint area inside this fucking donut little fucking device there. Well, so what they were doing is they were shining a fucking laser in through it. And they know how fast the laser, is gonna be, where it's gonna start and how, like long it's gonna take it for it to reach, whatever plate it is they have behind the machine. They're like, okay, that's the speed of fucking light, right? And so they shine the laser through. When the machine's off, it's okay, speed of light. They turn the machine on. They're like, well, wait a second. This laser's hitting that fucking plate like a 1/1,000,000th of a fucking second sooner than what it was with the machine off. How the fuck is it hitting there faster? It's the speed of light. So the only explanation of that is that this machine is creating an incredibly tiny little fold in space-time inside of it that made that laser hop over that and hit the back plate just a little tiny bit, like inconceivable amount faster than what it originally would have. So it's like, that's like a huge like kind of like thing there that's like, okay, like warping space-time is theoretically possible. We could do it. But the fact is, the matter is that this one little tiny machine takes ungodly amounts of energy just to create a warp effect that tiny. Like, in order to create a warp effect large enough to create, like, to travel a ship through it would just be... I mean, we would literally need to be able to harness every last little bit of energy from our sun in order to, you know, do that. You know,
You want to hear
like,
something
little-
rad? Fucking, you know what Bob Lazar said? This guy who supposedly worked on something that could do that. He said it was using an antimatter reaction, and he said that it was like basically our entire Earth's worth of electricity, you know, power. It could make that. And
Yeah.
it was like that big.
Yeah,
Like if we could do it, like imagine that, dude.
yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if they took the fucking projector part of that stuff and they got it from that thing and then they just can't figure out how to do the power part of it yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? And they're like,
Yeah.
God damn it, this part's really fucking hard.
Well, I mean, a huge thing that sets us back from being able to do crazy fucking shit is just how much ungodly amount of fucking energy it's gonna take to do it. Like I said, like we understand the fundamental physics behind warp and even fucking wormhole travel, like instantaneous fucking travel. Like we understand the physics of how to do that, like and how and like how that would work. I mean, fuck, we understand the physics of how to create a fucking, you know, a fucking TDverse or a microverse or whatever fucking, you know, like battery you're fucking in, you know, down the fucking line. You know what I mean? Like we understand the physics of how to create Rick Sanchez's fucking car battery. It's just the amount of energy it would take to do it is just beyond anything we could ever conceivably fucking produce.
Kind of loses it's like, why are we doing this? It's not a
Yeah.
good idea, guys.
Yeah, I mean, like we would need more energy than our sun has ever produced and will ever produce. You know what I mean? Like we need more energy than our galaxy, that like the Milky Way galaxy has ever produced and will ever produce. So we need more energy than that, and that's a fuck ton of energy to create another
It's
universe.
the chicken or the egg problem. It's like, do you get the Teenyverse? To get the Teenyverse, you need all the energy from the Teenyverse.
Yeah,
Well, that was fast.
that
They
was.
smoked me.
Yeah, but yeah,
I'm
so
not sure
it's
what
like.
the fuck happened there.
So it's like we know how to create warp. We know how to create fucking wormholes and shit like that. Like we already know this shit. We know how to fucking do it. We just don't have the energy source capable of powering a device to be able to do that.
I don't know if they actually do know how to affect a lot of that stuff that much because, like, one of the big things that we've all heard a whole bunch is like string theory and that stuff. And there's a whole bunch of physicists right now who are like, yeah, that was just, you know, speculation. And I'm like, what? You guys have been saying it like it's real this whole fucking time.
Well, the whole thing is that there's
Nice,
people
be
out
live.
there. Well, okay, look. From what I understand of it, you have two sides of this argument here. You have those that are hardcore for Einstein's theory of general relativity, and then you have those that are hardcore for string theory. Because these two things there don't match up. There's just
No.
certain aspects of it that don't allow them to work together. But the thing is that, okay, like we understand that general relativity, to an extent, is true. But once you get down to the quantum state, which is what string theory is when you're describing the quantum state, general relativity doesn't work anymore. And now only string
don't-
theory works. But
I
if
don't
you
think
take string
they've
theory and you go to
actually
the big
proved-
scale, it doesn't go to it.
I don't think they've actually proved any of the quantum shit. There's a YouTube video where this guy's
Oh.
describing quantum shit, and he's talking about this particle's here and then not here, and here and not, and it's like maybe you're
Well,
just
it's not
wrong,
so much
and
that the
you're
particle's
making
there
shit
and
up.
not there. It's that the particle, and regardless of its distance, the particle, its current state depends on another particle, and it doesn't matter how far away that a particle is. This is the explanation of like Hawking radiation. See, we know Hawking radiation is there. Like we can see its effects of Hawking radiation. Like we can see what it's doing to the surrounding space, but we can't actually see or quantitatively measure Hawking radiation. And what we feel like Hawking, like the standing theory of what Hawking radiation is it's radioactive particles that are quantum entangled with each other, with other particles in that, you know, event horizon that's expelling this shit there. And so like whatever this particle here is like whatever its state is doing on this side of the fucking black hole, there's another particle that's linked to pretty much on the exact opposite side of that black hole doing the exact same fucking thing. And if one of them changes, the other fucking changes instantaneously. That's the whole thing with like quantum entanglement and like quantum physics there is that there's particles states depend on the state of another particle, but they don't have to be physically linked. So it's like with that's why I like there's like people out there like try to figure out like quantum computing and shit like that. It's because like okay, like if we were to have particles that are setting off our ones and zeros and shit like that, right? Like we wouldn't need hardware to have to communicate through electricity anymore. It could communicate through quantum entanglement. Our processing power would go through the fucking goddamn fucking roof. We could literally go and throw a goddamn like 10 quadrillion fucking particles instead of a little tiny fucking like 1 centimeter fucking cube. And now you have a fucking 10 quintillion fucking processing fucking unit there. Unlimited fucking storage, unlimited RAM, unlimited fucking processing. And you can literally go through and fucking just have the ultimate fucking computer that can literally compute everything in existence in a fucking instant. Which is also the standing theory of like the whole simulation theory, is that we're literally nothing more than a quantum fucking computer. That's what all this is we're nothing more than the result of a quantum computer out there fucking just communicating, and it just ran this experiment to see if it can create a mimic universe or whatever the fuck it is, or its own universe, its own style of thing there. And we're actually just sitting on a fucking desktop of some fucking alien that's running this fucking experiment, and like, who knows how long the experiment's running for the alien. Like, the experiment could have been running for like 5 fucking minutes, a couple seconds, couple fucking nanoseconds to this fucking alien. But to us, it's fucking billions and billions of years. You know what I mean? Like, the whole fucking time dilation would just be, unfucking real. I mean, a fucking instant to fucking the alien that has our computer could be a fucking 10 billion years to us. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I watched this documentary where Scott Lang went into the quantum realm, and he was there for like 5 seconds, but it was apparently 5 years on Earth. So and then he went and fought Kang, and there was MODOK there, and some other shit happened. It was pretty cool. There was like a probability storm. There's a bunch of Scott Langs. Spoiler alert if you guys have.
Well, I mean, if you got the fucking anything wrong with probability, you get the chick with the fucking X-Force.
Well, what's weird? Domino. So what's weird about
you just
all
get her
that,
to sell that shit.
Yeah. So what's weird about all that is like the quantum computer is not actually like doing quantum stuff. It's just atom based.
Yeah.
So it's not using any quantum particles. As far as I know, I don't think they've ever actually used anything like used quantum particles to accomplish anything, which makes
they haven't.
me think
Like they're
like
the
full
thing
of
is,
shit.
well,
I think
like,
they're D&Ding themselves
yeah,
because a really smart guy came up with it. And do you know what really smart people don't like to admit?
but they're wrong.
That they don't know
Well,
what the fuck they're talking about.
So
what's happened, I think, is that these people are just going along with what the smarter guy said because they don't want to be scoffed at, like that scene in Good Will Hunting when they're actually the kind of follower idiots. And, I mean, when they come up with a fucking quantum thing that works that I can use for some useful thing, I'll be like, yeah, quantum shit works. I wish they would have quit fucking around with all of this like bullshit and their like M theory, string theory. There was another one before that, and then just figured out how to make fucking rockets or fusion rockets or, fucking bent space and time so we could actually go to Mars in like 5 minutes.
Well, I guess
Which would be
China is set to be the first place there that they're going to have a nuclear rocket.
Great.
We've built them.
Sounds
There's
awesome.
a guy named Stanton Friedman, and they built a whole bunch of these things, and the government wouldn't let him use them.
Well, it's also the whole.
He worked for JPL. That's right, isn't it? Isn't it JPL, Steve?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jet
Yeah.
Propulsion Lever.
They worked-
Laboratory.
They worked for that, and he's like, yeah, they wouldn't let us use them because if there was a problem, you're launching a nuclear bomb,
Yeah.
and if you have a malfunction, there could be a potential for an oopsie.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
Well,
like a
so-
nuclear reactor, one of the funny things about it is actually really hard to have like a nuclear bomb thing happen. Like
Well, no,
Chernobyl
like-
was about as close as you could fucking get to it. And I mean, they had to do a lot of dumb stuff.
Well, they
That's,
literally turned off every single conceivable safety feature. It was like, hey
Yeah.
guys, we're gonna do an experiment that's guaranteed to fucking cause a massive fucking like runaway
Okay.
fucking nuclear fucking
The
reaction
dude-
there, and let's
this
just
is the-
pretend that it's not happening while it's happening.
This is the funniest part about that. The dude who designed those nuclear fission engine, whatever you call it, plants, wrote, "Don't do this. If you do this, it will cause the stuff to spall and cause a thing." The head guy thought that guy was a dumbass, and then decided to try it anyways to see if it would actually work.
Yeah, and then people are like,
It
hey,
said right. It's like in the safety manual where it says like, "Don't fucking leave your brakes out when you're trying to stop your truck."
Yeah.
And then you're like, "This guy's the guy who fucking."
it's like,
designed
dude,
this
like
is an
you,
idiot."
dude, you're fucking.
I'm a
I can fucking open the door up and put my foot down on the ground, and I can
Yeah.
stop myself.
No big deal.
Yeah,
Hold on. Let's
Yeah.
put a bunch of nuclear shit in there right next to a town. That's a good idea.
yeah. But I mean, like, so like the other thing is I mean, like with that there is like, I mean, like the people around there were literally like, huh, there was an explosion. Oh, it wasn't us. Hey, boss man, the
Yeah.
dude who's in charge. Hey, boss man, I was just outside and I found this huge ass chunk of graphite chilling out there. There's a huge
Yeah.
ass hole in the side of the building. Oh, that's not us. That's
Well,
nothing.
Ricky,
Don't worry
that's
about it.
That's because that's how you're supposed to do it back then. In that government system, you weren't supposed to question
Yeah.
shit. If you were
You
told
know?
the thing, that's what you did. Because otherwise, your
Tony-
family's dead. You're dead. You're all fucking buried in a fucking hole somewhere in
Yeah.
the
Do
middle
you
of the
guys
fucking
wanna
woods.
hear? This is the worst part of that. So they had two radiation detectors. One that went up to like, you're fine. Like it's not going to be your best day
Yeah.
ever, but your skin's not going to melt off. And then they had the one that went to like, there's a nuclear bomb that went off right next to me level. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't use the one that would
They
read
didn't.
the higher
I don't
amounts.
think they could use the big one, or they didn't have it there, or it was broken. There was some reason that they didn't just get it out, and they're over there with it maxing out the shitty one. So it'd be like, I'm going to work on these wires. Well, what's the voltage? And you stick it on there, and it's like 12 volts. Well, what's the gauge go up to? 12 volts. Do you think it's past 12 volts?
It's smoking a
I don't
little,
know.
but I think it's fine.
Yeah, it's like, you know,
How
like
much
it gave
past
me.
12 volts could it go?
You know, like it read 12 volts for like a second, and then it gave me an error code, and then it lit on fire. But I think it's just 12 volts. I don't think it's anywhere past that.
So these
That's
guys
the
are in
problem
there
is
and
that-
going, my skin's really itchy. I don't know what's going on,
Uh-huh.
but this thing
Yeah.
says it's fine, so we're good.
Yeah, exactly. You know. I mean, fucking Frank and my janitorial there. He said, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. And then he walked down a hallway, and I just watched him disintegrate. So I was like, cool. I guess Frank from fucking fucking janitorial invented teleportation. I was like, that's fucking pretty cool. That's a pretty big fucking discovery for a janitor. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna question that though.
That's Mother Russia for you, man.
Totalitarianism is no fun. You don't want to go down that path. It sucks ass because there's always some shithead who's going to try and make you to do something that you don't want to do.
Well, now the
That's just
really
the way she
crazy
goes.
fucking part is, so in Chernobyl, on the fucking elephant's foot, so the fucking big ass slag pile
Yeah.
of fucking radioactive
pile.
material that you still can't get anywhere fucking near because it'll kill you if you look at it. Like,
Yeah.
there is black mold growing on and around that bitch. That literally the only thing it eats is radiation. The mold eats radiation. It fucking evolved and mutated to eat nothing but radiation.
Oh my God,
The
that's so
entire
cool.
Chernobyl reactor fucking facility is full of this black mold that eats radiation.
Well, like in the exclusion zone, there's like animals and shit that have grown bigger and stuff.
Yeah.
It's no human things.
Yeah.
And,
Did you guys know that Chernobyl is in the Ukraine?
Yeah, it's in the
Yeah.
very top corner of Ukraine.
I just recently read an article from a like top tier news organization that said if they don't knock it off, whatever the fuck the name of that reactor that the Ukraine's using right now is going to be Ukraine's version of Chernobyl. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Well, so like
And
when the
AI
whole
wouldn't even have made this fucking
Yeah,
mistake.
okay, so like when the whole fucking Ukraine thing started, Russia got a hold of that reactor. There was a huge fucking fight between Russia and Ukraine there for that reactor. Russia won that fight, obviously. They got a hold of
Yeah.
it, and they did what Russians do best with nuclear reactors, and they damn near made it fucking melt down again because they're like, I wonder what'll, like we can reroute the power back to fucking Mother Russia, but like, like it's just, nuclear reactor level fucking power there. Let's try to amp this up there. And they like turn the fucking cooling fucking shit off there, and they lock the fucking
telling me,
rods
Ricky,
in the fucking place.
they Tim the Toolman tailored it and tried to get more power?
They fucking
and they're sitting
did.
there going, oh,
They did. And then all of a sudden, fucking the UN was like, "Hey, yo, if you don't get the fuck out of that goddamn reactor right fucking now, we're gonna fucking destroy you." And so they're like, "Well, what do you mean you can't do shit to us? We're fucking Mother Russia fucking soldiers. You can't do shit." And so Ukraine sent in or not Ukraine, but fucking the UN sent in a monstrous amount of fucking soldiers in there, took over the fucking reactor, kicked the fucking Russians out, and said, "Ukrainian Russians, you are not fucking touching this bitch. We just got it now back under control so it doesn't fucking melt down again. You fucking Russians are goddamn retarded, because if this fucker blows up, it's not just fucking Ukraine that's getting hit with fucking fallout. It's like the entire southern fucking border of Russia is getting hit too, along with all the other fucking surrounding fucking countries."
Depending on the way the wind blows.
Yeah, they're like you all are fucking. So those fucking UN literally had to step in at that point there early on and like kick the fucking Russians out, kick the Ukrainians out, took complete control of that reactor. We're like, both of y'all are staying the fuck out of this reactor. You ain't touching it. If you fucking do, we will unleash absolute fucking hell on you. And the main reason why that is because right now the UN is mainly comprised of U.S. fucking soldiers and U.S. fucking equipment.
Would you Google how many working nuclear reactors Russia has right now? Because I'm like 90% sure that they have more working than we do.
I wouldn't doubt it, because we've shut down most of ours.
Yeah, we're like, that's not green.
Hippies.
Yeah, that's not
38
green
reactors and
because fucking stupid ass.
Oh, they have
hippies.
some giant ones too, like fucking way bigger than we got.
Company operates
Yeah.
30 reactors. These reactors are distributed across 11 sites, including floating nuclear power plant, Pivik, and total reactors have a capacity of 29.5 gigawatts, or gigawatts, as we've heard in Back to the Future.
I wish I had a fucking real time machine. I'd go back there and be like, listen, not giga, bro, giga.
I think we should
Gigawatts.
just call them gigawatts anyways, because it's funnier. Like gigabits.
I don't know why we didn't just call them gigabits. That's way better.
Yeah, it sounds better. It's 11% of the
Well, it
country's
doesn't
total
exactly
installed
sound
capacity.
better, but yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't provide a whole lot of energy to the whole thing, because it's only 11% of the total capacity, but they've got a big ass country.
11%?
So it says.
I wonder how many we have. Like California has one,
2.
as far as I know. They have the Devil's Canyon or Devil's whatever one, and then is there another one somewhere?
This one we had 2. But then again,
I
we may have
don't
had
know.
one and
I've
they wanted
only-
to build a second
I'm just
one.
basic. I don't know if we have one, or we could have 7. I just know that there's one that the PG&E uses, because Kelly's dad told me about it.
Yeah, and it's hella fucking out of date.
It's not that. It's not unusable at all. They're just being stupid,
it's
yeah.
just it's out of date, and they wanted to decommission it and then build.
They wanted to gouge everybody for their power. That's
well, they
all
wanted.
their
Well,
business.
what they were saying is they wanted to decommission it, re-outfit it there with more modern shit there, so it produce even more energy, and then they wanted to build a second one up further northern up more up the northern coast there. Then a bunch of bleeding heart hippies came in and went, "Oh no, nuclear reactors are bad. Remember Chernobyl? Remember fucking Japan? Oh no, stuff is so fucking bad. Oh my god, you can't use that. It's
That's
so
because of the damn
dangerous."
stupid news media. Did you know in Japan, not one person who's fucked with that has died of cancer? Not one.
Well,
And
the
we
main
get to
reason
hear this
so
nonsense on the TV relentlessly. and
yeah,
it's like,
so
could you guys
when they
just
had
quit
their
lying, dude?
so like when they so when Japan had their big fucking reactor issue there, was when
Fukushima.
when a fucking tsunami hit the
Yeah.
fucking reactor and it damaged
They
their
sent
fucking
old people in there.
when it damaged their cooling system because it literally blocked off their cooling system. They can't get water into the fucking reactor anymore to cool the bitch. And so they fucking pulled the
Yeah.
rods, but the rods were on a runaway effect because you have to cool them unless they're just gonna or they're gonna run away. So what they did is instead of sitting
catch
in instead of sitting in like the young people, a bunch of these old guys were like, "Hey yo, like y'all
Why
have the
is
rest
Scott
of your
Hall
fucking
here
life,
again?
fucking I'm
It's a wrestling joke. Eric's the
I'm
one that got it.
ahead of you." So they were like, "Tell us what we need to do." Like most of us have like 3-4 years tops. The amount of radiation we're gonna fucking be exposed to is not gonna affect us within that amount of time. So we're just gonna go in here, Like, we're gonna start running the fucking vehicles and running all the other shit in there, start pumping fucking massive amounts of fucking water down the fucking goddamn cooling stacks and all this other shit there to get this reactor under control, so we can fucking get the fucking cooling system back up online and get that reaction under control again. And that's what they did. So they sent in a bunch of old people that, like I said, they're going to be dead from old age before the radiation they're exposed to would cause any sort of effect on them anyways.
Okay, so
they
fucking
just
smart.
weren't exposed to that much radiation.
No,
So-
they weren't. They weren't.
the U.S. The way they break it down for the U.S. 54 commercial operating power plants, but there are
Yeah.
92 nuclear reactors. So
Most of those are experimental.
19 plants have 1 reactor, 32 plants have 2 reactors, and 3 plants have 3 reactors.
Yeah,
So that's how they break it down for us. But they only contribute 19.6% of the country's electricity.
It's more than fucking Russia.
And the average
That is
age of
more than
these,
Russia.
the average age of these reactors are about 40 years old.
Yeah. So that's
Why
one
are
reason.
we wasting some money on that?
Well, that's what I was saying.
Why,
Is like,
why isn't it 90% or 80%?
Because then it
I
would
mean,
be
'cause here's the
then it would be
thing.
cheaper on power, and then those executives wouldn't get their money.
And then you also, like I said, you have the bleeding heart
Yeah.
fucking hippies that are like, we can't do that. It's too dangerous.
You guys, there's a fucking outfit that I just seen a YouTube thing on, and they're a consulting firm, and they might be responsible for all of the the stuff that you suffered, Steve. Let's fire a whole bunch of people and give the CEO a raise.
It's pretty great.
I got to
Super
send you the thing. I was like, oh my God, because they like done it to everybody. And it's another one of those things where you take like
It's like
a
an
good
office
idea
space.
like capitalism, and then you just fuck with the wrong people's motivate. Like CEOs are mostly
Mostly.
giant pieces of
Mostly.
shit. Like they are. They want a ton. They want money, lots and lots of money.
Mostly.
There's a song that's Dennis's fucking ringtone. So I've been singing it relentlessly. Just anyways. So that's what they did. They're like, I always thought like, I don't know why in the fuck we can't just knock that shit off and people can't have a real education. There's a YouTube video from MIT. I'm pretty sure it was MIT. And there's their actual teacher. It's their class. Okay, their nuclear class. And the amount of stuff that goes on to make a nuclear reaction work to begin with, the amount of variables is really interesting, because like different things have different throughput, and then the materials that the radiation's got to go through slows it down or whatever, and it changes with temperature. And basically what the guy said is like nothing's, most of the reactors are designed, they can't have a runaway explosion.
No.
The Chernobyl thing
Maybe.
wasn't a runaway nuclear explosion. What it was is you've got super hot rods, and then they took all the water out of a graphite thing with tiny amounts of water that goes through it. And then it's, how when you get like a 500-degree pan and you put some droplets of water and it skitters across the top?
Uh-huh.
That's what it did. And it also doesn't fucking go away very fast. That's a weird thing water does. It's called spalling. Anyways, so it did that. So when the water thing went through, it did that. And then that spalling actually made the nuclear reaction go better. And then it flash boiled all the water because they dumped it. And then then you had a steam explosion, which isn't,
And this shit fucking
wasn't a
breezed-
nuclear explosion.
No,
it
no,
was
it's a steam
It was
explosion.
a nuclear-driven steam explosion.
Yeah,
which
that was
was real
full of
bad.
fucking radiation.
Yeah, because it
And
exploded
then-
the graphite fucking
Yeah,
everywhere.
and then the fucking all that fucking radioactive fucking graphite and shit like that was now scattered over the fucking region, or at least around the fucking reactor, and now they fucking had to put a dome on it, which that dome is leaking.
Why wouldn't?
Yeah,
The dome is fucking
Well,
leaking
they're
out massive
Russians.
amounts of radiation.
Yeah.
safety. Fuck that. That's for plebs.
Yeah. Hey guys, it's like let's see what rating did you guys give this? Because we're rolling
This
long.
is a 3-star movie. This had a fucking crapload of potential. It's also not the worst movie I've ever seen. If I was watching TV and it was just on there, I'd be like, this is all right. Nice.
Yeah.
I give it 2.5 stars.
Give it 2.
I would give this 2.5 stars also. Next week's movie is Kelly's Choice. What are you gonna choose?
Okay, first off, do you still have Disney Plus?
Yes.
Okay, because I believe this movie's on there for you. I think I'm gonna pick Camp Nowhere.
Nice. It's been fucking forever since I watched that. It is on
Yeah,
there.
it's camping season, so I'm like, we need
Yeah.
a camping show.
Man, God, I can't even remember the last time I watched this, but okay. Yes, Camp Nowhere. That's good.
Okay.
Camp Nowhere works for me.
All right.
All right. If nobody has anything else, that's
No.
gonna be it, guys. Thanks for
Good.
watching. Also, let's see. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you guys like us on Facebook. Nope. Why am I doing that?
I don't
The
know.
fucking heat is boiling my goddamn brain.
That's
The
why we gotta
fuck?
do this at like 10 instead
Yeah,
of this
all right.
time.
Next week there won't be a stream because I'm not gonna be here. That's fine because
Oh.
it's gonna be fucking hot. I don't care.
Deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking do something else,
Uh-huh.
guys. Oh wait, you guys probably have. Everybody else has air conditioning. That if there's anybody watching this that's not us, they probably have air conditioning, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Exactly. So
This
if
is
you
what they
wanna-
wanted to do.
Exactly. So if you want to stream, you want to watch a stream, then do it yourself.
Yeah, or fucking invite me over and we'll stream from your house.
Yeah, in your
Uh,
AC.
Or
and
you
your
know,
AC.
give us
Uh-huh.
money and
Yeah.
we can have that
We
AC
want
hookup.
money.
And then I don't have to live here in this fucking 100.
Exactly. If anyone personally knows Mr. Beast, tell him to buy us a house, please.
Hey, you know what? If anybody knows Mr. Somebody's mom that has lots of money and needs somebody to take care of business for her, I know a certain red-haired young man that'd be more than happy
I
to take
have
care of it.
no qualms about that. No shame.
Yeah.
I will
He'll
definitely
take
go out there.
directions.
Yeah, I will definitely go out there and get myself a hold of a sugar mama.
No
No issues.
Yeah.
Sugar
So.
grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, sugar grandmama. No issues.
So
Okay.
next week, no streams Tuesday, Wednesday, but next Sunday, I think we'll shoot for. What do you want to shoot for? 10?
I was just giving you a base thing. 10 is great for me. 9's fine. To be honest, 7 in the morning is fine. I was just giving you.
What's gonna work for
Let-
you, Ricky? When are you gonna wake up? You need to wake up in
Be
time.
chipper. Have hot coffee in hand.
When are you gonna have coffee?
So I will probably. I mean, I can set my alarm for 10, and then I'll be out here ready to fucking like do the thing after by 11, probably maybe 11:30, after my shit.
You're making it
you
hot.
could set your alarm for 9:45, take a shit, and then come out and do it at 10. How about 10:30?
Do you honestly think that I can take a shit in 15 minutes, Eric? Do you think my butthole just opens up and just fucking just like there's like an open cavity, just like
Ricky, are we shitter buddies?
and then just fucking poop
You guys
just
are
falls
shitter
out of
buddies.
it?
Aw,
Ricky, I think we're shitter buddies.
Takes
I
about
bet
an
works
hour to
like
have a
that.
proper shit, dude.
Yeah,
Okay.
me too. Don't you hate that feeling where you think you're done
And you
then you're
stand
like,
up, you stand up,
stand up,
wipe
and you're
your
like,
ass,
"Mm-mm,
flush the
I'm
toilet,
not
and
done."
your stomach goes, "Brrr,"
And then you do this.
motherfucker.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, exactly. 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 Then you got to sit back down the fucking toilet and you got to do it again.
But when you're finished, Ricky.
Good news, everyone.
Exactly.
Oh
So
Exactly.
10:30.
I'm going to say 11.
11's
Let's say
fine.
11.
11's still going to be hot. I was just trying to get, because by the time you're done, it'll be noon.
yeah.
So I was thinking if you started at 10, it'll only be 11 by the time you're done. That'd be
Well,
worth
that's-
waking up a little bit early.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, we can
Ricky's
start.
not gonna wake up. in time.
We can start it. We can
We'll
start,
do it at
start
11
at
because
11.
Ricky's not gonna wake up in time.
11?
Yeah. Yeah.
11
start at
p.m. or 11 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
Eric, Kelly, and I will be here at 10:30. Ricky will show up half hour in.
I will show up with my coffee and sweat dripping down my face.
What's going on, guys?
Uh-huh.
Why are you so sweaty? Switch from cops. So check us out next week. We'll be talking about the movie Camp Nowhere at 11 a.m. Pacific time, early stream on Sunday. And then yeah, that'll be it though. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.